Good afternoon, World Wide Web. Another update video on Exela Technologies, the company we love to hate and hate to love. We don't really know. I see some good things coming on the horizon, and I just wanted to share it with everybody. They're at 483 a share. They have been absolutely decimated over time. They just did a mega reverse split also to bring this thing from the doldrums to bring it back. They're at 483 a share. The last earnings report, I wanted to show everybody. They just sold a scanner business, scanning business. Their last earnings report had higher revenue, 273 million for the quarter, better than the 266. You got an extra $11 million. This does not include the scanner business that they just closed on June 9th. This is their March of 23 earnings report. They only lost $45 million. Huge improvement. Big time improvement. And the reason for this improvement, hopefully, is because they're getting rid of some of their garbage. And when I call it garbage, maybe I misconstrued it. They're involved in 30 or 40 other businesses that are not their core business. These are the people that run the checkouts at the grocery stores, at your favorite food chains. These are the people that service the thing you swipe your credit card in and it ties them into the rewards. That's what this company is. That's what their income is based on. They went crazy building new divisions, probably 30, 40, or 50 of them, offering everything from notary services to scanning services to business educational services to IT services for your business to legal services to hiring their own lawyers to do that. They did lots of weird stuff. It completely destroyed their profit. It also, we don't even know how much profit there was to be destroyed, but we could see all these other things, and the other things were not where the money was coming from. They just sold their scanning business June 9th. They got $21 million for it. Oh, I'm sorry, it does $21 million annually in revenue. It might cause a revenue adjustment. I'm not sure. It also will bring more profitability to the company by getting rid of it. It's an unprofitable wing of the company. They got somewhere between 20 and $40 billion for it, I would assume. Probably closer to 20. They did it at fire sale prices. That 20 should be included in their revenue for next quarter. As they sold something, they will have gotten money for it, and it'll add to the revenue. And it might just clean up this profit line and bring them into the black. There's a very good chance of it. I really like the positive direction this has turned. It's the best quarter all year long. They finally did something that was positive. They're getting rid of other divisions. They're selling them off. They got for sale signs on everything. They're putting enough cash in their pocket to keep operations going. Growing by another 20 or $30 million is definitely going to help out the prospects of lasting in the future. And I didn't look at the other 50 businesses as being valuable, but it seems like they poured so much of their money and so much of their profit into them that maybe they've made some of them valuable. Maybe they have divisions that can sell off times 50 that bring them $250 million and then bring them back into simplistic profitability, which is what their normal gross profit margin would reflect, instead of it all being tainted by all these donations to these other business growths that aren't growing. And even though they're not growing, they did grow some, but not as much as they poured money into them. They still built value over time. All of these losses we've been sucking up year after year after year, all of these losses are probably sitting on these divisions improving. Even though they're not losing money, they're improving, and turning into somewhat of a business that they can sell, which is another product. So they found another product they can sell. It's 50 of their divisions that they don't need anymore. Let's get rid of all of them. And let's get this thing closer and closer to the black. I can see the black coming now. I can see the black coming from this yellow line getting much, much smaller in March, and knowing that in June they closed the deal and they got the money for the scanner business. That's going to be an extra 20 to $40 million, 20 to 40 million just for that. And that could alone bring them into the black for the quarter. And look what came back, though, their revenue. How cool is that? That's nice to see, too, to watch them get to pace over $1 billion again, just like they used to. 1.56 is how they really used to. But then they started falling to 1.17 and then 1.08. Looks like they're going back to here on the revenue. At least 1.17, 1.20, and that might be rising again too. Somebody's out there selling. Somebody's doing something. Somebody raised the prices. Somebody did something. That balance sheet just did not adjust it on its own for last quarter. Something positive is happening. They're getting more money. They're making more money. They're closing out old divisions. I think we've got a lot more assets than we thought we had. I think that when you look at their assets and liabilities, you see very little assets, 713 million. I don't know if this counts the other 50 companies that they own that are perceived as garbage, but yet are worth 20 to 50 million dollars each. And their debt is 1.5 billion. So could these 50 companies, can they pay off all their debt and bring this right side up? Probably. It's probably holding some value, even though it's not reflected here. All of these extra divisions, sell them, sell them, sell them, sell them. I want regular news on you closing some piece of garbage out that isn't making you money, that you can give your customer base to somebody else. I don't care if you slut it out, sell it. Let's get some more money in this company. Let's get this thing right side up. It looks like it's going in the right direction now, finally. And I think we might see a turn. I think this company's almost too big to fail. There's too many retailers that use them. They don't want to all switch. They're already baked in with the rewards. They don't want to wipe that out. They don't want to have to pay the price of somebody else reprogramming, redoing everything, and charging more for the integration from the old system to the new system, which they might not even be privy to. I don't even know if they can get into Exela's server side end. It's not owned by the grocery stores. I don't know if they can extract anything, or if Exela had any brains, they wouldn't make it cross-compatible. The technology for tracking the rewards, they'd make it proprietary, and some other company would have to cancel everybody's rewards and kind of start from scratch, or find a way to print them all and then reprogram them all. Or it might be, and we're talking millions and millions and millions of customers per company. It might be just a job that's undoable. So it's almost too big to fail. They're about to be right side up. I see positive things, and I see the earnings, and that's really pleasant to see. So let's have another good one for the June. The next earnings report, I expect this to be better. I want it to be better. I expect it to be better. I didn't expect this bonus of the revenue line. That's a nice touch. I'm glad they were able to pull that off. Good job, Exela. You finally did something that's worthy of talking about, that's notably awesome. And I can honestly see this company turning around finally. Thank you very much for watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe. More